Hey guys, you might be wondering why the intro is quiet, but this video actually got copyright strike, so I don't know what song exactly got a copyright strike, but I'm just removing the possible songs that could be copyright struck, if you get what I mean. Anyways, if the music sounds kind of weird and there's a few songs are kind of cropped weird, it's because of that, but appreciate the quiet intro. Hey guys, welcome to episode 2 of Dreams of Eden. Last episode we managed to go to orbit, we launched a few planes, and now we're picking up right where we left off. And this is the K2 plane. It's the plane I didn't manage to launch at the end of the last episodes, but I made a few adjustments. I moved the wings a bit further now. Hopefully it should be able to fly. And now we're off. So the last plane I built, the K1, was a biplane, and we just edited the fins to be different with new things I locked in Tech Tree and just removed the upper wing. I thought this would fly better than the K1, but it flies worse, much worse. So I did the same test I did with the K1 second flight. By that I mean I flew it up as high as possible and just pointed it right back at the ground to just try and go as fast as possible. And at first it was looking a bit promising. It was flying higher than the K1, it was flying faster than the K1, but then we dropped and we reached a lower speed. Not by much, just like 4 meters a second slower, I want to say. Very slightly slower, but still disappointing. I'm going back at the runway for the landing. Hopefully slower than that first landing with K1 last episode. But this landing wasn't easy. This plane flies early because it just barely pitches up. The K1 already didn't pitch up really well. This plane pitches up even worse, so it's just a really difficult landing. And this was in the runway. If I did this just at a mountain like that first landing with the K1 we did last episode, I'm pretty sure Jeopardy or Saint Valentina here would not have survived.
Solitude, poisoned by the morning blue. I swear to run, but barely move.
And we managed to just barely land safely. We bounced a bit on the runway, but still managed to land without breaking anything, surprisingly enough. So this flight was overall pretty good. I'm never gonna fly this plane again. We're going to wait until we get much better parts, until we ever consider flying other planes. And the next plane is going to probably very likely be a jet plane, and it's going to be supersonic. But now we get into many more field flights. So these flights, I wanted Science Junior and I tried to get some science, and I flew BOF for the first time. So first flight, I tried to bring 2 Science Juniors, 1 for upper atmosphere, 1 for space. The capsule just starts pitching down and we didn't manage to survive the landing. Second flight, I should have brought 1 Science Junior, but it broke on impact. Yeah. So we decided to just stop doing that. And now we upgrade the launch pad to handle much higher weights. We're going to need it for our next launch, which you'll see in a minute. And we upgrade the astronaut complex to do orbital EVAs, because our next launch will be the heaviest rocket we launched so far. Here it is, the Thing 3, the rocket that will get us to fly by Serpent, Eden's first and only moon. So that's pretty much a modified Thing 2. The only difference is, I think, there's Science Junior now on the last stage to get us some science. The first stage is a bit longer, and we got some solid rocket boosters to help us lift off. But now, without further ado, I'll just show you guys the entire ascent. You can speed up the video if you want, like 2x or whatever speed you like, but I'm going to show you guys this ascent, how it looks like unedited. And now those huge boosters run out of propellant and are swiftly separated.
you never know the last thing on your mind before it goes. The first thing as the light begins to glow. You just never know. But I'd like to believe that I've already seen where it starts when I'll dream it's you standing in front of me. The rise and the fall as my breathing will falter. I'll follow you all.
And now we turn off that first stage and just coast until we reach our flags. And just look at those beautiful aurora down there, dude. The ocean still does not exist at the water altitudes, but if there's any modders watching this video, again, please tell me why I'm very confused, but because I thought I saw this mod correctly, but I don't know. And now we realize that first stage and get into orbit.
Call it love or decay. Wish you'd stay. Wish you'd stay.
And now our first stage cuts off just as we reach orbit. It's almost perfect. And now we separate our last stage, which we'll use to get to the Serpent. Here we do our first orbital EVA, which is really important for this mission for two things. First, EVA reports get us a bit of science, and secondly, we can just grab the data from the barometer and thermometer and just reuse them as much as we like. But in a second, I do a really dumb thing. I do the science unit experiment right now, forgetting that we can't reuse the science unit. We can't just take the data and use it again. Only scientists can do that. Jeb's a pilot, so he can't just take the data and refurbish the science unit. It's just going to be useless in the entire mission. What I was going to do is use it in space near Serpent, but now, yeah, it's useless. I just get back Earth the capsule in chain and close the doors on the science unit. So now it's time to actually get Serpent, so I just do our Serpent. We just don't run to get Serpent. I use the general one rule that there is in KSP1 that if you see it over in the horizon in your orbit, it's probably a good time to burn to get there. So I just kinda use the same principle here. Don't do this. I just didn't have maneuver notes yet and I decided to do that. But if you have maneuver notes, don't do it, that. But now we're in space higher raid and you just look at it. Just you look at it right now. It's just so full of aurora. It's beautiful, but now we'll just do some more experiments. We'll approach barometer, thermometer. So we're going to do an EVA and do an EVA report. Yeah, look at that, we're doing EVA now.
I feel that odds, it feels engraved. Like part of me I'll never save. With 29 years to the day, could never dream of it so great. Your wavelength.
And look at all those experiments already. But now, we're here, look at it. The Serpent itself. And we just end up we ended up getting a bit too cool with that trajectory. I don't know how I did this, but our trajectory are so good, so finely tuned that it ends up being on a collision trajectory, the Serpent. So you just need to kind of burn out a bit to not crash into it, but before that we just do an experiment and just yet again just look at Eden in the distance over there. Look at it. But as I said, we're going to do some experiments here.
Let it cut my wrists. I remember how that felt.
Here I realized I forgot to take the experiment from high space over Eden. So here I've just taken them and now we're going to do even more experiments, the same for space high over Serpent. And we get out our capsule again and collect the experiments again. And now we fix our trajectory and just look at it, the Serpent from up close. It's actually a pretty interesting celestial body as far as celestial bodies go in this game. It has liquid, but no atmosphere. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's exploding, which is the ocean, which is the liquid that makes up the oceans of Eve later. But either way, it's very interesting. I think it's about the size of the Mum, maybe a bit smaller, but yeah. And now we're in space near Serpent, very near. Unfortunately, we're on the dark side of Serpent, not the side away from from Eden, but the side that is literally dark, so we really can't see anything on the surface right now. But we do a lot of experiments for close around near space around Serpent. And these are the experiments that actually get us a lot of science.
This is not the way. You are not the way. Breaking through the glass. You're a window underground.
But now you can see the surface of Serpent is in contrast with the sun over there, but yeah, yet again, look at Eden, look at how many auroras. Yeah, it's so beautiful. I really prefer Eden so much over Kerbin. It's really beautiful. It's a shame that it gets turned into Eve later. But yeah, now we fix our trajectory to get back into Eden because we want to actually return those experiments and also let Japanaya live, but And now we're going to do our first re-entry from Serpent to Eden. This is going to be our fastest re-entry yet. Almost over 3 kilometers a second. But just look at Eden as it gets closer. There's so many aromas, but yeah, now we're really close to Eden. The oceans yet again stop existing, and now we're going to re-enter. And now re-entry starts getting hot. This re-entry, even though it's the fastest done, it's probably the easiest because we just point retrograde and that's just it. This capsule is just really stable, thankfully. But yeah, look at that aurora down there. Oh god, so many pretty things on Eden. But now we're just going to skip until we get to the lower atmosphere. And now we're almost landed. We're going to land in the invisible oceans for the first time, but thankfully they exist materially, but they just look like they don't exist. It's weird. Again, please, somebody explain that to me. But now we splash down on the inexistent, semi-existent, the transparent ocean. That's how we're going to call it, the transparent ocean. We land inside the transparent ocean and we do one last EVA just to get experiment from the transparent ocean. But yeah, very serious. I'm going to do first the barometer, then the thermometer, if I can get, the thermometer, and now the cool report. But yeah, this mission gave us a lot of science. 365.2 science points to be exact. A lot of science to be sure. And we're going to use that variable bounty of science to unlock a few nodes. First one we get general construction, which is going to give us, I think, our first 2.5 meter diameter parts. Then we get miniaturization for the docking ports. That's going to be really important next episode. We get command modules to get our first 2 crew command module and our first 2.5 meter command pod. And lastly, we get heavy rocketry to get our first heavy 2.5 meter engines. And that's it for this episode, guys. Next episode, we're finally going to land the first Kerbal on Serpent. I'm really excited for that, guys, but until then, this has been Planet KSP. Till next time. Bye.